Following my discovery of how XRP functioned, I became enthralled with the intricate workings of the cryptocurrency. After all, it accounts for more than 90% of my investment portfolio. The notion that I had a solid understanding of Ripple technology and XRP was the foundation around which I built my initial investment. Despite the fact that I started to find answers to problems that had been there for a long time with Hyri, as I explored deeper into the subject and investigated new routes, the purpose of this voyage was just to stimulate additional inquiry. Due to the fact that each of these reviews was extremely instructive, my interest in Ripple technology has been growing steadily since I started reading them. Now that I have more information, I believe that the future of XRP is significantly better than I had previously envisioned it to be. To say that I am overjoyed would be an understatement. When it comes to dealing with Bitcoin, I have always been quite cautious. I can recall doing this for as long as I can remember. In this video, I provide an overview of my new plan for XRP. However, I am still changing it in light of the new information. It follows my thoughts on Ripple and XRP from the time they were first introduced until the present day. I would love to tell you about these findings, but the question that brought you here is the most important one. Is there any chance that the price could go up? I would love to share the news with you. Ripple's key areas of specialization include the administration of a liquidity pool and the facilitation of money transactions between international locations. In the beginning, when I was introduced to XRP, my initial thought was that it would be a more cost-effective alternative to international money transfers that are carried out through Western Union and other such services. Nevertheless, I was the private user who, along with you, was accountable for bringing about this specific event. I was forced to reconsider my perspective as a result of this, and I became aware of the significance of XRP. Considering that Ripple has proven its versatility beyond individual transactions, the possibility of enormous amounts of money moving through XRP piqued my interest. I was curious about how this might affect the value of the cryptocurrency. The relevance of XRP in transactions, on the other hand, was found to be fleeting, lasting no more than a few seconds. After this was investigated in greater detail. Financial Symphony is an excellent description of the process of making payments using Ripple. It is recommended that you use British pounds when sending money from a location in the United Kingdom. The monies are converted from the destination currency, which is pounds, before they are deposited into the XRP bank account of the beneficiary after they have been converted. Following the arrival of the XRP, the entire process takes no more than 3 or 4 seconds, and there are no fees associated with it. At first glance, this may appear to be somewhat difficult, yet it is actually quite straightforward. Imagine a scenario in which a financial institution uses Ripple to transfer XRP valued at billions of dollars. Despite the fact that it could appear that this would cause the price of XRP to explode at first, the reality is that XRP is currently only worth a few pennies. Therefore, even if billions of dollars were to stream into it in an instant, its value would return to its starting level. Something like this is what Ripple's hope will take place. In order to ensure that large-scale transactions are carried out without a hitch, their objective is to maintain price stability. Upholding a consistent market is of the utmost importance. In the event that XRP is unable to sustain significant changes, its price will remain stable, comparable to that of a coin. David Schwartz illustrates this idea in his book The Brains of Ripple. By including a description of an effort to buy a home for $1 million using Bitcoin when its value was at its highest. To supply the fact that the prices of valuable things have increased makes them more suitable for the types of payments that are being discussed here. The significance of this hypothesis cannot be overstated because of the enormous potential value of Bitcoin transactions. It is because of this that I am considering the long-term viability of XRP and its potential as a currency, despite the fact that its price is $100. It is necessary to significantly raise the price of XRP in order for it to be helpful to a large number of individuals. The conclusions of David Schwartz are compatible with the findings of financial exchanges, which indicate that this huge Bitcoin trade may have a substantial impact on the market. When taking into consideration the price of XRP in light of this generally held notion, now is a good moment to do so. Keeping in mind that XRP does not serve any practical purpose as a currency, and that the market would respond similarly to this kind of transaction is something that you should keep in mind. Having this new information at my disposal has only served to heighten my eagerness for the future of XRP. I can't sleep at night because I can't stop thinking about the likelihood that XRP will one day be used as a form of payment for both large and small transactions. My objective is to make XRP a payment option that can be used by larger businesses as well as individuals. The fact that the price of XRP does not fluctuate throughout transactions, even if they are only 4 seconds long, makes it possible for a large number of people to use it as a kind of currency. The implementation of a strategy with 2 different approaches is required. In light of the fact that the value of cryptocurrencies is rising, let's begin by talking about the foundations of how regular people could use Ripple technology to efficiently transfer funds. If you haven't had it yet, you might think about giving this mouth-watering delicacy a shot. The use of Ripple and XRP for financial transactions is going to become possible very soon. It is now feasible to pay bills, purchase flowers, and even purchase chocolate croissants using XRP. The list of activities that may be utilized with XRP is growing, and it is now able to use it for these things. Consider the case of Uber in order to comprehend this idea well. When it comes to finalizing these transactions, it is quite unlikely that business customers are aware of the numerous moving elements that are required. It is anticipated that the consistent value of XRP will make it easier for institutions to use their XRP for transactions that are less expensive. This seamless connection is a component of a bigger plan that intends to encourage institutions to participate in such transactions. Banks that collaborate with local banks have typically handled contracts of this nature, particularly those that span international borders and are very lengthy. Following the completion of a ride, the Uber app disperses payment to the driver and provides them with feedback. The company is responsible for processing payments collected from all across the world. A wave can be seen in this area. The application of technology has the potential to completely revolutionize the way things are carried out. Because they had stocked up on XRP before the market price decreased, they were able to cut their expenses in half, which resulted in a significant amount of money being saved. The majority of these suggestions to boost the liquidity of transactions and create money from transaction fees continue to be a mystery to me. Uber, on the other hand, was able to seize control of the XRP by imposing the ongoing transaction expenses that are involved with currency transactions. The fact that Ripple's network already had relatively low costs made it possible for them to cut their transaction rates in half with the aid of this strategy. Whether or not this strategy will be successful depends on the amount of XRP that banks and other financial institutions hold. The fundamental idea is that financial institutions that store XRP for use in payment processing will keep these tokens until the day when Ripple's technology is widely used, rather than spending them hastily in anticipation of a rise in demand. This is the underlying principle. If even a small number of global institutions start embracing Ripple, the price of XRP might rise due to the projected growth in the cryptographic currency. As a result of your decision to quit Ripple's network, you may find yourself in a situation where you are required to use payment methods that are less efficient and more expensive. This is one of the new scenarios that may occur. Various other possibilities. It is possible for us to achieve this goal by putting an emphasis on the potential for considerable cost reductions and gains in efficiency. However, that being said, given that we are aware of this, we are curious as to why extra research is not required. Taking into account this new point of view, the case for the widespread implementation of Ripple technology becomes significantly more compelling. Due to the fact that it is self-evident that Ripple Capital can aid businesses in reducing their expenses,